What's going on, everyone? Showtime Nick, and before we begin, please remember to like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell. So, All-Star voting has started today for the NBA. Now, yes, I know I've been talking about the Super Bowl preview and the conference championship recap. I'm still working on that. It's coming. I'll promise that. I just can't promise anymore when it's gonna come. But for now, we're gonna do some All-Star voting. Okay? So, just got to keep in mind that although no All-Star game is happening this year, All-Stars will be acknowledged. So voting has started. I will leave a link in the description so you guys can vote too. And let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree with my votes. I mean, you can't do any worse than the Baseball Hall of Fame voters, right? Especially the ones that actually submitted blank ballots. So I'm going to get started, but before I do, a little mini rant about the Lakers now. I'm not worried. I do still think that the Lakers will win the finals. Like, not even just out of bias. I actually think that they will be fine. But that loss against the Pistons, unacceptable. I don't care if Anthony Davis was playing or not. No excuses for that. And I'm not playing favorites at all when assessing players or teams. LeBron, where the hell were you in the fourth quarter? 0 points in the fourth quarter? What is this, 2011 again? And KCP's been quiet the last 2 games. Dennis Schroeder really stepped it up against Philly, but then he was not good in this game. And Montrez, he has not really been much of a factor in the last 2 games. Against the Sixers, I didn't complain because at least the Lakers went out with a fight. But this game, they had like a 6-minute stretch where they went scoreless in the fourth quarter against a lowly Detroit Pistons team. And Blake Griffin, at this point in his career, should not score 20 plus on you. Although the team still is the best ranked defense in the NBA right now. And I trust LeBron to show up when it matters most. Just this game, it was not fun to watch. It was painful. But all we got to do is just move on from it and come out with a sense of urgency against the Celtics. The only guys I'd say could hold their heads high after this game are Talen Horton-Tucker, Kyle Kuzma, and Alex Caruso for his defense. The other guys, though, no. You cannot have left this game holding your head high. But yeah, move on from it and don't let it happen again. But this was just an utterly pathetic performance by the Lakers. I'm not going to overreact to it and think that the season's over because of this, but just it wasn't fun to watch, and the Lakers are better than this. Oh, and I actually completely forgot about this until now. Marc Gasol, why are you so hesitant to shoot the ball? Part of why you were brought over was your ability to shoot from outside, right? If you're open, shoot the ball. We certainly love your ability to play make, but if you're open, you gotta shoot. Just a little mini rant there because while no, I'm not worried, that was just a flat out unacceptable performance, especially in that fourth quarter. Although, I know most people don't remember, the Lakers did have a stretch in December last season where they lost 4 straight. So, this team will be fine. Just what we saw in that fourth quarter was just totally unacceptable, especially against a team as bad as the Pistons. And Anthony Davis, playing or not, the fact that he wasn't playing, we're not going to use that as an excuse. Champions don't make excuses. But okay, got that out of the way. Let's get on to the All-Star voting. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, let's start with the West. So, we got guards, right? Okay, I'm going to go with Lillard here. And so far, I might be looking good with predicting that Lillard was going to make the All-NBA first team. For now. And between Steph and Luka, okay, the Warriors have a better record than the Mavericks right now. And just looking at this alone, okay, Luka definitely looks better. Except, we should dig deeper into things. Outside of field goal percentage, Steph has a better effective field goal percentage and true shooting percentage. And also, Steph has the Warriors with a better record than Luka has the Mavericks with right now. So, this is a really tough call, by the way. And Luka's one of my favorite players. In fact, I'd say my favorite outside of LeBron and AD. So, it's a tough call, but I'm going to go with Steph here. Okay, now, although I was just critical of LeBron for going scoreless in that fourth quarter, I'm not going to overreact to one game. So, he still gets a vote from me, and I didn't think I'd do this, but I got to give it to Kawhi and PG. And okay, that 40.5% field goal percentage for Paul George, yeah, that might look bad right now, except we got to look past just field goal percentage. Wait, how about Jokic, though? Because if we were just going by the traditional format of guards, forwards, and centers, then of course Jokic would deserve the nod, but hold on a second. Okay, his effective 598 and true shooting percentage. 598 effective field goal percentage, by the way. 644. Now let's look at Paul George. Yeah, I wish that there was more data available here. Okay, so Paul George has a better true shooting percentage, even though Jokic has a much better field goal percentage. Don't ever come to a conclusion just based off of field goal percentage. Even though, yes, Jokic's playmaking, especially for a center, is absolutely spectacular, but also Paul George is getting it done on both ends of the floor. We got to keep that in consideration too. Although Jokic is leading the league in PER right now. 623 effective field goal percentage for Paul George. And yep, I'm going to go with Paul George. Outside of field goal percentage, Paul George has actually been a lot more efficient than Jokic, but this was a tough call. Okay, so I'm just going to view my picks real quick. Okay, that's who I got for the West. Yeah, I actually have 2 Clippers in there because I'm not being biased. I'm not going to be a homer for this. I'm going to keep it real. So let's go with the East. Okay, Bradley Beal is definitely getting a vote. No, he's not putting up empty stats. It's the Wizards' fault that they're this bad, not Bradley Beal's fault. Even though, sure, he's not a great defender, they haven't surrounded him with good defenders, and that right there, those are not empty stats. Michael Carter-Williams in Philly, those were empty stats. This is not empty stats. This is more of a product of him being a great player on a terrible team, and he needs to ask out of there. He's wasting his career. He does not need to be there. And next I'm going to go with Jaylen Brown for the other guard position. And yeah, X that out. Okay, Kevin Durant, I got to vote for him. And for him to look this good, coming off an Achilles tear, that's absolutely spectacular to say the least. In fact, spectacular might be an understatement for how he's played coming off an Achilles tear. And then I got to go with Joel Embiid, who I would say so far this season has been the MVP. I don't know about long term though. Things could drastically change within the next 50 games, but for now, if the season were to end right now, I would give the MVP to Joel Embiid. So I'm going to go with Embiid. And then, got to go with Giannis. Okay, I'm going to submit that. Okay, you're not seeing any of my personal information, so... Okay, just got to submit this now, but you're not seeing my personal information, so... Okay. So there you have it. Those are my all-star picks for now. And this is just the first day of voting. Things could definitely change, but these are my picks for now. And if you feel any differently, please let me know. We can have a discussion here. So again, please remember to like. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell, and hopefully the Lakers get things together against the Celtics, because what happened against the Pistons was disgusting and not something I want to see again. But, I also don't want to overreact to just 1 or 2 games, especially keeping in mind that the Lakers lost 4 straight in December of last season. And also, bad teams do beat contending teams every year. It happens plenty in Major League Baseball. It happens in the NBA and sometimes in the NFL too, although NFL is less frequent because it's less games. And I remember when the really, really bad Lakers were beating the Dynasty Warriors in regular season games. It does happen, so I know this is nothing new for a contending team to lose to a team that's headed for the lottery, but I just had to rant a little bit because I was not having a good time watching that. I know I'll get over it though, and I'm sure the team will too. Just got to get back to winning, and most people probably won't even remember this game anyways. So, okay, gonna wrap up now, so I'll see you next time.